Just, there you go.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited about today because today we are talking about the budget, which is really fun. So my name is Winter and I have been on a jet for about 2 months now, and using a budget had helped me get out of debt. And I just wanted to go through with you why we use a budget, like exactly specific things we use in the budget, and how to do it. So for me, a budget equals freedom. So I'm kind of a free-spirited person. If you took Dave Ramsey classes, you know what that means. But I'm also a saver. So like I love to save money. I love to see like my wealth build, and like I'm a little conservative in that sense. And then my husband, he is a nerd. If you heard Dave Ramsey, that's what they are. And he's also a saver. So together we make quite the pair. So makes for an interesting conversation. So being a free-spirited person, I really like the budget. You would think like I would hate the budget, but actually the budget gives me freedom to be able to spend money. And I like to spend money. It's really fun. So, alright, so the budget. So I'm just going to run through with you like exactly a mock budget for you about how you should budget your money. So let's start up here. So I looked on the average like wage for a month in the United States, and it was around just under like $3,700 or something like that. That's the average household income in the United States a month. And then I figured after taxes and all that stuff, taxes and your insurance and all that, you probably end up bringing home about $3,000 a month. And then I cut it in half because I do it bi-weekly. So what you're looking at is like a budget bi-weekly. So what it would be every 2 weeks. So what I did is right here, this is going to be fun. I know some of you out there is like, I don't know about this. It's a little stressful for you, but you're going to like it. Budgets are great. It's going to give you a lot of money in your paycheck. It's going to make your money stretch. So right here, we have $1,500. That's how much you made after everything was done. And then over here, I had an extra $500. So this $500 could be something that your spouse made, or it could be like just a little extra bonus that you got. So anyway, somehow you made an extra $500 this month, or this pay period. And so the total of everything is going to be $2,000. So right after you have all your money, what we do first of all is take 10% of our income and we write a check to our local church. And this is in the Bible, it's very biblical, so it's kind of like not even a question for us. We always do it. It's like an obedience thing to God. So we just like, it's like amazing how much money, like the statements we get at the end of the year, how much money we give to our church. It's great. So I love it, and I love our church, so it's so exciting to give some money. And then after that, we give another 10% away. So this is for just general giving of things we want to give to, like missionaries, like gifts and stuff like that we love. We are a giving family. We like love to give money away, and having a budget will help us be able to give more. So sometimes I'm like, Chad, how much money do we have to give? That's kind of what I always ask. I don't say, do we have any money to give? I ask, how much money do we have to give? Because I know that we are always stockpiling money in that account. So to be honest with you, you can change this to like 5% or something like that, but I would encourage you to figure out a percentage of money that you want to give away each pay period. And I wouldn't just do a dollar amount because you get raises, so I would give these accounts raises too. So that's why we do percentages. And the third thing I do is we do savings, and I do 5% in our savings, so that's $100. So pretty easy. I'm going to do another video about what we do, how do we budget our savings account. So that's going to be really interesting for you, some things that we've been saving for, and how to increase that and stuff like that. So savings accounts are like the fun ones to look like, oh my gosh, look how much money we have in there when it's like all piled up. So it's pretty exciting. All right, the next one is housing. So remember, this is bi-weekly. So we lump all of our housing expenses into one category. Well, now we don't have a house payment, so this is a general one, but this is where we put all of our house money. So it's bi-weekly. So it's about $1,000 of expenses in your housing a month. So if you're paying rent of like $600 to $700 a month, if you have a family, it could be upward to $1,000. Whatever it is for bi-weekly, you just stick it in there. We also lump our utilities in there, which is nice, like our garbage, our sewer, our heating, all those things, and insurance. It all goes lumped into the housing category right there, which is great. It's all taken care of. It's always there when you need it. You might need to adjust it in certain times of year, but even in the wintertime, we always just did the same amount, and we just summed it, and then we saved up for those winter heat bills and stuff like that. So we live in South Dakota, and it's crazy cold here, if you didn't know that. So gas and transportation. So this is one that kind of creeps up on you sometimes. Every 2 weeks, you're probably going to fill up your tank at least one time, but we always put a little extra in there just in case something happens, like your car starts sputtering and you need to take it to the shop and get the oil changed, or you need to buy something quick for it. Like, it just helps to have that. Like, you can start saving in that little fund too, if you need to get tires or something like that. So that's kind of a nice little space to put money. You can carry over that to the next paycheck. And then your cell phone. So most people's cell phone budgets are, bills are probably like $100 a month. So I put $60 in there for the bi-weekly one. Ours is cheaper. We have this company that we use. It's only $30 a month. So if you want to hear about them, put it in the link below and I'll tell you all about them. So, and then food. I put $250 in there. That's for an average family. Actually, our family is like more like $500 every 2 weeks because our kids like to eat and they're growing. So please pray for us. That's where all our money's going right now, is food. And then this is entertainment. So I would put as little as much as possible in there, like, because you don't really, if you're getting out of debt, let's say, you don't need a ton of entertainment stuff, but I would put something in there, like even $10 to go to the movies every 2 weeks, or to go bowling or something like that. Go do something, go on a little ice cream date with your spouse. That's kind of where that's at. The reason why I put 50 in there is for if you have like Netflix or the internet, like those are things that you want to put in there, your bill. So, and then I put a miscellaneous category, and the reason why I have a miscellaneous category is for things that crop up, especially with kids. There's a lot of things that go on, especially during the school year, like school pictures, sports events, and they just need $5, $10 here and there. And so we try to keep a set amount of money in there, from $100 to $200, just to make sure those little expenses are taken care of for them, so we're not breaking the budget to take care of the kids. So we're not taking out of food money, and not just spending it on something crazy. And then we also do a personal budget. For years and years and years, me and Chad both put $25 bi-weekly into this account, which is awesome. Like, and it's just, I can spend that money without telling Chad. Like, and he can spend his money without telling me, and that's our personal money, and it's just like free money for us to go and just kind of blow money, so to speak. So that I have freedom in the budget. Remember, I'm the free spirit. But anywhere else on this budget, I normally will tell Chad what I spend. Most people say over $50, but in our house we do over $20 because we're really particular about the budget, especially when we're getting out of debt. We talk about every single dollar that is coming from the family budget. And then, so what I talked about over here was that extra $500. Obviously, you tithe and gave off of it, so you have an extra $400, which is awesome. And so what I would recommend doing with that is paying off debt. Like right down here, if we had any extra money, we would put to the debt category. But I would use that money to pay off debt, or I would use it towards future saving goals. And I'm going to put a video up about that here. Maybe I'll do it today. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about the budget today, so I might put an extra video out there for you. But that's just super exciting. So you and your spouse can pray about or talk about what you want to do with that money, or if you're single, you can do that yourself. And just really think about it before you just go out and spend it. Or obviously, like, we always have a future goal in mind of what we want to put that extra money to. So right now it's like a big family car, because we really need one, because our car is full of kids and we just need a bigger car. So that's probably where we would put the extra money if we got it. So anyways, or if you're feeling like you don't need it, like, you can put it in giving, which is really cool. And that's a really fun thing to do. It's a really good problem when you have, like, at the end of your budget and you have a ton of money in there, you're like, what can I give to? Who can I give this money to? It's a really good problem. So that's really exciting for us. And I know I didn't mention retirement plans in this, but I do a matched Roth 401k for my work, and so I can talk about that later if you want. If you want to know more about retirement, just let me know. But that is already figured into the budget because it's pre-budgeted, if that makes sense. So anyways, by the end of all that, it should reach $2,000, or if you're subtracting, $0. So this is your $0 budget. And we've been doing this pretty much our whole marriage, and it has been amazing. And I really recommend it to anybody wanting to just tighten the range on their budget and seeing where their money goes. Sometimes you get to the end of it and you look at the food budget and you're like, oh my gosh, I spent, $500 on food and I don't have any kids and it was all on fast food and then what am I doing with my life, So you just kind of figure out what you're doing with your money, and how you spend it is kind of how your heart posture is, like where your heart is. So just keep that in mind as you're doing your budget, and pray through it and make sure that all your expenses are taken care of first, and then have fun and give a bunch of money away. That's really cool. So anyways, that's all the time I have for you guys today. Please subscribe if you want to know more about budgeting and saving and anything else. So I'll help you guys have the best day ever. We'll see you next time. Bye!